Francisco Liriano. Adios. Good day. Enjoy retirement. Francisco Liriano, who I'm sure if you were a fantasy baseball player back in the day, in around that 2006 time frame, probably won you a fantasy championship or two. 2006. Best year by Francisco Liriano by a long mile. And you remember that trade back then. AJ Pierzynski for Joe Nathan, Boof Bonser, and Francisco Liriano. AJ Pierzynski for Joe Nathan, Boof Bonser, and Francisco Liriano. Probably still one of the worst Giant trades of the 21st century. The careers that Nathan and Liriano went on to have cut deep, but I'm sure those three rings did make up for it eventually. And when you look at Joe Nathan there as just a sidetrack. Nathan bounced around, Joe Nathan between starting pitcher and relief pitcher as a Giant. Never a closer, right? Only tallying one save in his years in San Francisco. First year with the Twins, 44 saves. How did the Giants close out games, in 2004? Guys like Matt Hergis and Dustin Hermanson. The pain in your mind, right? But you probably remember, Francisco Liriano, Frankie, right? Most recent memory of him is probably during the Pittsburgh Pirates glory era, so to speak. Hard to believe that was comprised of guys like Francisco Liriano, A.J. Burnett, Charlie Morton, and Garrett Cole, with Jeff Locke as well. Can you believe that? Liriano was the ace of that staff. When Frankie had his control as a Pirate, there were times that he was virtually unhittable. The pitch he threw that looked like a screwball or the two-seam fastball, which would break in on lefties and away from righties, was just plain nasty, just plain sick. Guys would corkscrew themselves into the ground swinging at it. He did reinvent himself in Pittsburgh, man. Remember if you backtrack that all the way back, when you go back to when Johan and him were on the same team, the Twins, he was a beast in his rookie year until Tommy John surgery. And then, arguably, when you had Johan Santana and Francisco Liriano, people were saying that Francisco Liriano was really the ace of that staff. Just a decent career, and unfortunately, just kind of after that injury, it just, it just seemed like he was pitching on fumes. But he did last out and had a pretty decent career. Pushed it through 300 career starts, 419 games he did appear in, 4.15 career ERA, and 3.88 career FIP. All-Star World Series winner, and he even tossed a no-hitter back in 2011. Pretty decent career. Francisco Liriano.